5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Installation Y.
Yes, sir.
Captain, that will do. Return to base.
Yes, sir.
Well, now are you convinced?
General, I am beside myself with admiration. It is the most vicious weapon I have ever seen.
Yes, with such an aircraft, I could be master of the land and sea as well. If it were not for Red Arrow.
Red Arrow? What is that? Surely no aircraft is superior to what you have just shown me.
Yes. In speed alone, the Red Arrow can outmaneuver us. I want you to do something for me. A little favor, for which I shall repay you generously. I am tired of competition. My army is becoming impatient and restless. All rivals must be removed from my path. Do you follow me?
Perfectly, General. Perfectly.
Very well. All prototypes of Red Arrow will be destroyed. Soon they will be carrying out the first test. It must fail. Do you understand?
Perfectly. Leave it to me. The Red Arrow is doomed.
This is Central Control. This is Central Control. All personnel to clear Test Area 20.
Clear Area 20. Maximum security conditions will be operating throughout test procedure, and I want airport activity to be reduced to an absolute minimum. All emergency personnel will proceed to security stations M, P, and Q, and will stand by until further notice. The countdown for Red Arrow project is now operating.
This is your final clearance. Begin the photographic alert procedure.
Yes, sir.
Well, Colonel, the test can proceed. I'm handing over the airfield control to you.
Thanks, Norman. Okay, get the hangar cleared and give me the pilot.
Thank you, sir. Hangar now clearing, sir.
Pilots on Channel 2.
Thanks. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm gonna say.
Now, this is no normal airplane that you will be taking up today. Remember that. I want no exhibition flying.
I want all flying instructions carried out to the letter and no more. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, then.
Here are the routines that you'll follow. Take off and climb to 6,000 feet.
Yes, this is as good a place as any to watch the Red Arrow. I don't think it will be going very far today.
Well, here we go.
Good luck, sir.
Thanks, Norman. Yeah, that's it, Race. Now remember, to the letter.
I understand, sir.
Good luck.
Well, Colonel, that's some aircraft you've got there.
Yes, sir. What a performance. This is Red Arrow 1 to GB7. All systems go. Altitude 6,000. Airspeed 4,000. Fuel 7.5. Airspeed increasing.
Red Arrow from GB7. Hold your airspeed below 4,000.
Repeat. Hold your airspeed below 4,000.
Airspeed control reaction negative. Still increasing. Red Arrow 1. You must cut your airspeed.
I can't hold her. I'm being pulled off course. Cabin pressure. Dropping.
Here she comes.
Excellent. Excellent. It is working even better than I dared hope it would.
I think he's blacked out, sir.
Sound red alert.
Red Arrow from GB7. Bail out. Repeat. Bail out.
She's going to crash.
What went wrong? What went wrong?
The crash crash occurred during the first of a series of tests to be carried out on the Red Arrow. Colonel Tim Casey says that in spite of the crash, testing would continue, though he would no longer be supervising the operation. Officials at World Space Control are convinced, etc., and so on.
Say, isn't that the Tim Casey who was with you in the early days of space travel?
That's right. Looks like he's got quite a problem on his hands.
Gosh, you'd think they could eliminate all fault conditions before takeoff was attempted.
Well, don't forget, Red Arrow is powered by twin rockets, and that's still a pretty new field, you know. But it's not like Tim Casey to test a new project and make a slip. Of course, it could be sabotage.
Sabotage?
What makes you think that, Father?
Well, Gordon, the Red Arrow is a mighty powerful weapon. A weapon that some people would like to see out of action for a long time.
A most delicious feast, my friend.
Thank you, General. I'm glad that it suited your mood of celebration.
Yes, the fate that befell the Red Arrow was most gratifying. You have indeed served me well.
And services merit rewards.
I was forgetting. Soon, Red Arrow 2 goes out on test. It too must fail.
It will. It will.
Good. Then when the entire Red Arrow project is abandoned, this casket will be yours. You must not fail me in this. My own aircraft must not be superseded.
I will not fail you, General. The gold will be mine.
There's something approaching the island.
Seems to be traveling at quite a speed, too, Brains.
Yeah, but it's still a fair distance away. Maybe it's not coming here. Maybe it's headed for the island of Moila.
Yes, those early moonshots with Tim Casey sure were exciting. He used to be quite a character.
Well, does he know anything about the international rescue setup that we've got?
Of course not. You know the policy of the organization. And besides, he's a member of the armed forces.
I guess I just thought that with you and the General being buddies in the early days, you might have talked it over with him.
Hold it, boys. Something's up.
We're not expecting visitors, are we, Father?
I don't think so, unless it's some more of Tintin's admirers. Brains, give me a reading.
There's an unidentified object approaching on high-altitude flight path 408, Mr. Tracy.
Okay then, Brains. Keep tabs on it.
Okay, Mr. Tracy.
408. Well, that's not a commercial flight path.
No, it's quite unusual, I must say.
What are we going to do, Father?
What do you expect us to do, intercept? No, as long as our base remains undiscovered, it's unlikely that anyone will attack the island.
There is one thing we should do, though, Father.
Yeah.
And what's that?
Operation
Cover-Up.
Right.
He's not calling at the island of Moila. He's heading straight for our base.
There he comes.
He's diving.
Oh, being attacked. They didn't attack.
Well, I'll be. Just take a look at that. It's Tim Casey. Couldn't be anyone else. Boys, looks like we got a visitor.
Good.
Sky Control.
This is the relief maintenance speaking. I've checked the cross stanchion at 200 feet. You shouldn't have a thing to worry about in tomorrow's storm.
Oh, fine. We sure feel a lot happier now. Thanks for checking it out for us at such short notice.
Don't mention it. I'm glad to help you out. Good night, then.
Good night.
And now all I have to do is wait for the next test of Red Arrow.
What's the matter, Tim? Still worried about that test tomorrow?
Yeah, I keep remembering about the last test. Every component was checked and double-checked. Red Arrow 1 should never have crashed.
Well, here comes Brains now. Maybe he's found out something to cast light on the mystery. Hey, what's the verdict, Brains?
Well, I've been over all the blueprints of Red Arrow. I can find nothing to fault.
Thank you, Brains. I was sure that Red Arrow was sound. She should never have crashed.
Well, it looks, Tim, as if it was a case of sabotage after all.
Well, my theory is that the aircraft was sabotaged by some sort of homing device which the pilot was unaware of.
Yeah, that would be one way of slipping through security.
Yeah, well, I've rigged up a small detector which could tell the pilot whether it was being diverted during the next test. Here's the circuit diagram.
Yeah, good. Well, thanks for your help, Brains. I think I ought to send Goddard back to the base now. Perhaps this detector will do the trick. Okay, Goddard, off you go. Thanks for the ride. Good luck with the test.
Sorry I won't be with you.
So shall I, sir.
Now, don't forget to watch the diversion detector that Brains has given you.
Right, sir. Let's hope we've got the saboteurs licked now.
Just as well we got that stanchion fixed. Sitting above this lot, we'll wave about like a palm tree in a monsoon.
Hey, check the scanner on channel 58. She's dropping.
That means the storm has reached Iceland already.
Looks like we're in for a swinging time. Hangar's open, Sam.
Thanks. Well, if I had my way, Colonel Casey would be here as well today. I only hope they can clear up the mystery of the Red Arrow 1 as soon as possible. Right, away you go, Goddard, and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Red Arrow 2 to GB7. All systems are go.
Keep us steady, Red Arrow.
Well, the storm's definitely on its way now, Jim.
Hey, look at this. Could that be caused by the storm?
I doubt it. What the blazes could be causing it? There must be an aircraft in the vicinity.
It can't be. There's no flight path for miles around here.
Yes, sir. I'm veering off course. I tell you, this plane is flying itself.
Now listen to me, Red Arrow 2. This is the same trouble as before. You are already 80 miles off your flight path. You are over open country.
Dip your nose to a crash position and eject.
Is that clear? Eject.
GB7 from Red Arrow. Diving now and ejecting.
I've checked the relays, Jim. It could be all this static flying about that's doing it.
This is GB7. Aerial test control to UK International Tele-Relay. We have an urgent message for you.
Jim, that's us.
Go ahead, GB7.
There is an unmanned aircraft in your vicinity.
An unmanned aircraft?
We advise you to evacuate Sky Control. Repeat, evacuate Sky Control. Over and out.
They're crazy. It's probably 1,000,000 to 1 chance we get hit.
Well, they wouldn't have told us to evacuate Sky Control unless we're in real danger. Now, for Pete's sake, get that elevator up here. Quick.
The elevator's on its way, Stan.
Attention, Sky Control.
The unmanned aircraft is on collision course for your tower.
Collision course? Come on. Come on, will ya?
It's incredible. I can't believe it. Whatever it is that's drawing the Red Arrow off course must have fantastic power.
And the pilot of Red Arrow 2 has landed safely, sir.
Get him up here, right away.
Yes, sir. Jim, listen. It's coming straight for us. Where's that elevator?
It's too late. Here she comes. Hang on.
Okay, Jim?
Yeah, I think so. Looks like we got hit pretty badly.
Jim, this place is gonna go over any minute. We're trapped.
You're absolutely certain about this, Goddard?
Positive, sir. The diversion detector was registering definite interference.
Right, thank you. I only hope they'll accept it as evidence at the inquiry.
It looks like the Red Arrow has hit the tele-relay station, sir. Radio contact with the men inside has been severed.
What can we do? We can never get them out of there. A helicopter would be out of the question with that storm raging.
How much longer can we go on like this? What are you trying to do, Stan?
I'm gonna try and fix this radio. Maybe we can get through to international rescue. If anyone can help us, they can.
What can they do for us in a storm like this?
I don't know where you boys get your energy.
Take it easy, Tintin. We've just finished an exhausting game of checkers.
Yeah, and we're conserving our energies for that walk around the island that we promised the Colonel for this evening.
Where's the Colonel now?
He's down at the pool with Father.
Hey, someplace you got here, Jeff. There's just one thing that baffles me.
What's that, Tim?
I just can't figure what you do with yourselves all the time. I mean, those boys of yours, they ought to have something to occupy themselves with.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Tim. Oh, excuse me a minute, Tim, will you?
Oh, sure thing, Jeff.
This would have to happen when we have a visitor on the island.
Oh, I'm sure we could trust Colonel Casey.
Well, that's not the point, Tintin. You remember what Father said. We've got to remain a secret organization.
What's up, Scott?
An emergency call, Father. And there's been bad news for Colonel Casey, I'm afraid. The Red Arrow has been sabotaged again. It's crashed into the UK International Relay Tower, and there's 2 men trapped at the top.
And the weather conditions are awful, Father. A conventional rescue would be impossible.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear about the Red Arrow. I'm not going to enjoy having to tell Tim about this. But first of all, we got to get out there and save these 2 men. Right, Scott? Off you go.
Yes, sir.
Alan?
Yes, Father?
You go and get Virgil up here.
Yes, Father.
Tintin, you've got to get Tim Casey out of the way. I don't care how you do it, as long as he doesn't see what we're doing.
All right, Mr. Tracy.
Get moving, boy. A moment's delay could mean the difference between life and death. Tintin's going to give me the all clear when the Colonel's out of the way.
Now, do you mind telling me what this is all about, Tintin?
Sorry, Colonel, but we just heard that there is a water mamba in the area.
A water mamba?
Yes, it's a rare tropical mammal. You may never get another chance to see one.
But I'm an airman, not a frogman.
There it is. Quick!
Hey! Hey! Hey, wait!
Mr. Tracy, I'm taking the Colonel down to the underwater caves. Give me a call when the boys come back.
Good work, Tintin. Okay, Scott, clear to go.
FAB.
Thunderbird 2 to Thunderbird 1. Come in, Scott.
This is Thunderbird 1. I've been in contact with Danger Zone. They've cleared the area for international rescue. Local conditions reported to be very bad. Boy, it must be tough on top of that tower right now.
Jim, are you okay? Jim!
I've arrived at danger zone. There's no place here to set up a control center. I'm going to operate from Thunderbird 1.
Okay, Scott. Be with you in 4.5 minutes.
Right. Channel in remote camera.
Look at that main stanchion, Virgil. It's nearly gone.
Take the camera up to the top, Scott. Let's see what shape they're in. Be with you in 2.5 minutes.
Right. Now, this site is pretty dangerous, Virgil. When you come in, land on the west side, away from the impact area.
It's no good, Jim. I guess we'll just have to wait for international rescue to get us out of this mess.
Yeah, but the steelwork can't hold out much longer.
Jim, look.
Oh, what the heck's that?
I don't know. But it means that someone is down below.
This is Thunderbird 2 to Thunderbird 1. Approaching danger zone.
Nice landing, Virgil. Hey, make it snappy now. This thing isn't going to last much longer.
We're on our way.
Booster Mort in position.
Can you angle us onto the platform?
Hang on, Alan. I'll get the camera up there. Another of the secondary stanchions gave way. Now make it quick as possible.
Gee, this steel work isn't going to last much longer, Jim.
International rescue, whoever they are, better hurry up, or we'll be down there beside them. In bits.
Yeah, but how are they going to get up here, Jim?
Are you okay, Virgil?
Yeah. Angle the mortar.
Angle 7-8.
Seven, 8. Check.
Wind velocity, force 8.
Force 8. Check.
Okay, Scott. Pull on the remote camera.
Hey, it's gone.
Gee, I wonder if it's too rough out there to attempt a rescue.
They can't just leave us up here. They've got to try something to get us down.
Right, fellas. It's international rescue. All systems go. Good luck.
Rescue, go!
Hey, what's going on?
What is it, Jim?
What's inside?
Here. Get this on, Jim, before it's too late.
What's keeping these guys?
Come on.
Okay, Jim. You first.
Here I go.
Guys. We were just seconds too late.
This is the first time international rescues failed.
No, fellas, look! Look!
We did it. We did it! They're safe!
Hey, what's that over there?
Gee, I sure wish there was something we could do to vindicate Tim Casey. Perhaps this relay tower crash will bring something to light.
How's the operation going, by the way?
Well, I don't like to pester the boys with needless radio calls when they're in the midst of a rescue, so I don't... Go ahead, Virgil.
We've managed to save the 2 relay operators, Father.
Well done, Virgil. Are they okay?
Yes, they're okay. Father, we've just found something that may have accounted for the disaster.
What is it, son?
I'm putting it on the other channel. Perhaps you or Brains might have some ideas about it.
And what do you think, Brains?
I think we have the solution, Mr. Tracy. This will account for the red arrow going off course during testings.
Right, Virgil. Inform the police that the saboteur is most likely in the area of the relay tower. Quickly. There's not a moment to lose.
Yes, sir.
At last, the red arrow is destroyed. In a few short hours, the gold will be mine. Police. They will never catch up with me.
Proceeding along Highway FR in pursuit of van registration number OMC 119.
Roger. We'll intercept at Ridgeway Crossroads.
An ambush. They cannot stop me now. This is 671. Calling General Brun. 671 to General Brun. They must have discovered some evidence at the relay tower, and International Rescue have sent the police after me.
You fool! Don't you know you can never get away from International Rescue?
Already I have managed to shake off the police. Yes, we tried to warn him that the bridge was down, but he deliberately drove through.
Well, we'd better go and see what's become of him.
What was that bang I heard? Not only have you let International Rescue ruin my plans, but you have proved you cannot even drive a car. You must fend for yourself now.
Yes, Tintin, it sure is beautiful. And you say it's down here that the water mambas live?
Well, I think so. Although I haven't seen one down here for a long time. Maybe they've moved on again. You know how it is with these water mambas.
Now look, Tintin, you've shown me over 20 underwater caves, and we haven't seen a mamba yet. I think if there'd been any of them around today, we'd have seen one by now.
Oh, but Colonel, you must see a water mamba before you go back.
I guess I wouldn't break my heart with disappointment if I didn't see one, Tintin.
But Colonel... All right, then. Perhaps we ought to be getting back.
Right. Everything must be exactly as it was before the rescue operation.
Here's Tintin with Colonel Casey now.
Just wait till he hears the news we've got for him.
All right, Alan. Let me tell it. Well, hello, Tim. We've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, yeah, well, Tintin and I have been for a swim. Maybe we should have told you where we were going.
We just heard on the newscast that the Red Arrow sabotage case has been split wide open.
Oh, that's great news. Who do I have to thank for that?
International Rescue, Colonel. They found that Red Arrow was being drawn off course by a homing device placed by saboteurs.
Now, that's what I call real enterprising. Oh, I bet you fellas sometimes wish that you belonged to an organization like that.
The Colonel's right, you know. It would give us something to occupy ourselves with. Nothing ever happens around here.
And another thing, Tim. They've also sent out a request for you to get back to the research base at once for reinstatement.
Well, well, Tintin. Things were sure happening when we were out swimming.
They certainly were, Colonel. They certainly were.